All right, so putting together a separate video just focused on internal uses for drinkware. I think oftentimes the HR and brand leaders that are responsible for welcoming new hire, new talents, or connecting and engaging prospective talents are always forgotten, and I don't know why. So I want to make sure that you're not forgotten in this newsletter. So I want to show you some different concepts that are all about recognition and appreciation and also engagement, communication with your prospective employees, prospective talent, all the way through to recognizing and even to the point of retirement. So first, let's talk about prospecting employees. Okay. The biggest differentiator for employees reported by Gallup and a whole bunch of other research outlets is the employee wants to feel connected to the brand, the mission, the cause. Yet oftentimes when we run projects, we see customers just putting their logo and making a couple items available once the prospect is hired, right? So we're going to talk about why that doesn't work out, but also way before that, instead of thinking about brand, think about what are the major differences about your brand and the contributors of your employees. So think about how will the employee make the world a better place? What is it about your culture that separates you from all the other organizations out there that your prospective employee will want to see? And use that early in the interviewing process. One of our customers has a gift for every stage of the interview process to keep that brand and that culture in front of that employee or prospective employee while they're considering a whole bunch of other opportunities. So one example here, you've seen this mug before, or this cup before. It says here, easy day, tough day, don't ask, just pour, right? So it's a progressive thought concept on a mug or on a cup. What's valuable about this is we can use the mug to talk about what are the contributors or the personalities of our brand that matter to us, and make it all about the employee. Like the employee does this, the employee does this, the employee is this. And when they're drinking it, potentially at home, most likely at home, other people can look at it and go, what do all those words mean? And how did you get that? And now all of a sudden your employee is talking about their experience during onboarding, new hire, the whole 9 yards with your organization, and now talking to prospective talent, right? Or prospective customers, depending on who they're talking to. So this is one concept. So let's talk about new hire, right? New hire seems to be really getting some steam out there now, and people are really starting to think about we need to have something for new hires. But typically, it's like the one color brand on drinkware and a couple other items. I don't need a pro forma mug because I work at pro forma. That doesn't really engage me. It doesn't resonate me. That doesn't emotionally connect with me. What does is explaining to me, why am I different? Why am I important? What am I going to do to make a change in the world today? So if you think about that, think about what are the differences about our organization? What are we doing to make the world a better place? Why is this employee so special? All of those questions can be applied to something like this. So this is one of those mugs where you put something hot on the inside and the exterior image completely changes. So it could be the name of the code name that you have for an employee that works for you, whatever you would call them. And then once you fill it up with hot water or hot tea or hot coffee, all of a sudden it's what makes that employee so special. One option. Another is, what if you put a handwritten note on your cup? So in this case, I wrote, will you meet? But this could be, welcome, Andrea. Can't wait to see you here. Or can't wait to welcome you to the team, right? But an actual person's name. And we've had fun with this in the past where we put how I'm feeling today. And then we write it. So you don't even have to talk during the board meeting. You could straight up say, leave me alone. I haven't had enough coffee, right? So a chalkboard mug or a dry erase mug are these concepts here. Another, after onboarding, and again, focusing on mission, vision, values, what makes us different and what makes the employee different in all of these ideas. Another one is recognition. So 1 year anniversary, something so special where you could put the person's name on this side, so make it abbreviated about them, and on the other side, is a big deal. Best employee ever, epic employee, epic team member. There's so many different ways that we can personalize to make it all about them while also making a huge recognition or compliment to the person who's drinking out of the mug. And I want to repaint this picture because I know I've shared a whole lot at you. What we're ultimately trying to do with Drinkware is start a conversation. What do you want that conversation to be? So if I'm walking around today and I'm drinking this and somebody sees me drinking it and they read it and it says raising tiny humans is exhausting, right? That's enough right there to read, okay, what does that mean? I'm going to start conversations. Where'd you get that? That's hilarious. Or if they see the hashtag mom, they'd be like, you don't look like a mom. Yeah, I get it. Right? So you want to start conversations, but what is that conversation you want? Ultimately, I'll tell you, you want somebody to look at their person, let's call it their spouse, and say, that's really cool. It's really awesome that your company gave that to you. Or a friend coming over and go, hey, where did you get that? Oh, that is really cool. That's a company that values their people in an insane, very unique way, right? You want to create conversations that can lead to, well, you should consider working at my organization. I can connect you to somebody and start developing unfair advantages in the marketplace for talent, because the employees that you've selected to hire are the ones endorsing you to others just like them. I know it's crazy. So next video down is going to be a sample opportunity. If you are working on a project or you've seen enough to know you want to test this, because you're a Proforma insider, we're going to do it for you. We're going to build a sample program for you. Let's talk about how we can appreciate a select number of employees. Let's talk about what we want to build on the campaign. Let's talk about how we want to test it so you can prove that work like this does make a difference, does connect with employees, does make them feel special, and leads to huge benefits such as productivity, retention, appreciation, connectedness, culture, communication, and so much more. See you there.